Back to Dragon Quest XI, where we are in episode 5, and we are marching off to Gallopolis in search of the Rainbough. And I believe... here we go, we unlock Zoom for the first time. Beautiful. So I think at this stage we can't actually go back to Heliodor or Cobblestone. I do want to double check that though. Yeah, I think it makes you wait until much later in the game. We have to re-unlock it at least. Oh, okay, you just have Hotter at this point. But yeah, before we go anywhere else, I want to look at these stats for Serena and Veronica. See if we can get any more items out of them. Because we've only just unlocked them. I mean, that baby boy stuff will probably be better for Veronica, I imagine. Yeah. But I don't want to lose the cosmetic. Because I do not like that outfit at all. So I'll give her one item and then see if that's going to be any good for me. No, never mind. As for Serena... yeah, I think we'll give her the spear for now. I think early game she's probably better with the spear than she is with the wand. But you know what, let's find out. Let's go and run into a few battles and see where we get to. So we're in search of the Rainbough. It's a branch of Yggdrasil that could lead us up to the tree itself. I'm so annoyed you can't ride this deer. He's so good.
Hey!
Just chat to everyone. Lock this, here we come. Yeah, Veronica obviously not restored to her adult self. She's the older twin sister out of her and Serena, but shrunk by magic. We may or may not see her in a full-grown adult form. No spoilers. Let's ride the rest of the way. I do really want to... there's a certain point in the game... have I gone the wrong way? Is it the other way? Yeah, it's this way. There's a certain point in the game where you can replace the horse with other mounts. They're purely cosmetic, and there's audio that goes with them. And I can't wait to do that, to be honest. Right, let's do our first battle. New enemy, I think. And this time we have a mage and a priest with us. Okay, they're both doing their own thing at the moment. So to follow orders. Never remember what it is. There you go, follow orders. I never use any of the others. But... so we have, in terms of vocations, we have myself the Luminary, Eric who is meant to be a thief, Veronica a mage, and then Serena obviously a priest. Do get some others later in the game that I'm not quite sure of what their vocations really are, to be honest. You know what, let's just have Serena attack. That'll do. So I'm not quite sure of strategies just yet beyond the basic attacks. And we will... and the game does a very good job of just giving you the basics to start off with and then gradually unlocking spells and abilities that you can one by one learn. I think other games give you too much to deal with at a time. Let's take that chest. Cheeky mini medal. Once I note that. Let's go through here where I believe we've now got our pass. Right. This. This is the part that I do not like at all. Because it... the tockles, which is what these guys are, there's such a mystery around them in Dragon Quest XI not definitive version. Like, they never speak, you never know what they are, you see them walking around, you see the red one at the start of the game, who looks evil. But it does such a good job. I mean, there's a scene in Act 2, which we will see much later on, that just makes it so much more compelling, the mystery. But I think this part here, given the tockles, like, explaining exactly what they are at this point, I think diminishes the mystery around them. So I do not like this part of the definitive game. But let's make our way into Tickington, where we'll get our 2D world. Tickington or Tockington? Tickington, there you go. This is very, very traditional. I don't know if this was like styled after Dragon Quest 1 or certainly very early Dragon Quest. Nightmares in the Echo Chamber. Yeah, I'm not keen on that. You can play this whole game in 2D, to be honest, which must be pretty friendly to low-end computers. So. Yeah, the sound effects are so, like, traditional. Yeah, just very classic. Right, this guy here, though, I'm going to spoil this straight away. You can never get past that guy. I think I read that somewhere that there was something intended to be behind that door, but was just never really explored in later development. So it's infuriating, because I played the whole game hoping to get past there previously, and never did. So someone's ruining Tickleton? Tickington. You have to dive into these books of past ages to fix it. So, I mean, long story short, I'm not really a fan of this part of the game, as you can tell. Long story short, this is all the old Dragon Quest games, essentially. One for each previous game, including 10. Galen Hope, I don't know. I've only played 7, 8, 9, and Dragon Quest 11. So a lot of these places I'm not familiar with. I don't know Galen Hope. I'm speaking of a different game, but... Ooh, do you speak to people? Someone's trying to ruin history by ruining all the old games, but what we're going to do is we're going to do this much later on, and we're going to try and do it all in one go once we've got all the passwords. So not until like late Act 3 are we going to bother with any of this stuff. But nice to have unlocked it now, but yeah, I'm not keen on the fact that it ruins the mystery of the toggles at all. I think that's something that the original game did much better than this. But, yeah. Fucking bow tie, I do quite like that. These are the locations of the toggles. Yeah, I mean, it's there. We're not going to do it yet. But there we go, we'll crack on. There we go, entry into Gallopolis. There we go. You can see the heat waves on high resolutions. That's sick. I've never noticed that before. I must have had the graphics turned down, but here we are in Gallopolis. So, what this region is meant to be specifically, I'm not sure, but I believe this is a real-world reference to Turkey. So a lot of the, I think the word Sultan is specifically Turkish, or I can't remember if that's Ottoman Empire or the other Turkish Empire. My history is not good. Byzantine. But yeah, a lot of the references in here, like horse racing community. I think Gallopolis actually does have a specific real-world place that I found that sounded very similar to Gallopolis. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I think I did find the exact city or town this place was meant to reference. DQ level or rubber rouser. I feel like with all of the spells Eric learns, they're all slightly too weak for the level he is. Here we are, we get Cobra Strike. So at the moment it's not all that useful, but once we get Victimizer, it certainly will be. We'll best allocate some skill points for Veronica and Serena as well. I mean, both of these guys I struggle to allocate with. Because they're just, their spells and abilities. I mean, their spells are very good. The abilities don't really add much to them, I don't think. I'm going to go down this route, but I'm not really aiming for anything in particular with Veronica. Bit of magical might? No. Yeah, we'll go that way and try and get a heal, but yeah, not much use down that way. I think with Serena, early game, this is the only ability worth getting, the parry chance. Because that's just a free block every now and then, which is quite good. Yeah, not much else. Right, back to exploring. I'll go down this way. So this has got the vibe of like a mirage around here, which is just very cool. I did at first when I was doing my research, I did think this place was more like Arabia sort of way. But I'm fairly convinced it's meant to be resembling Turkey now. Beautiful sand streams that way. I'm a big fan of graphical, nice places, you know. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Right, let's head inside. I mean, these statues more look like Egyptian or anything. I mean, maybe this place is meant to be like lots of real-world cultures rolled into one. I think it's dominantly Turkey, but... oh well. Let's crack on. We see our first big town since Heliodor, really. Eric likes it.
Oh, just look at all these people! How marvellous! Is there some kind of festival going on, I wonder?
Yes, of course. Gallopolis is the kingdom of the desert knight, isn't it? And of the racetrack where they love to compete. I think we've arrived in town just in time for the horse racing festival.
Ooh.
Well, you go play with ponies if you like. I'm off to look for the Yggdrasil branch. That's why we're here, in case you've forgotten.
We can see our first sign of Eric being a very serious character now that there's more players in the team.
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants. There's nothing to stop us having a little look around while we're here.
There we go. Yeah, Serena and Veronica very much like engaging with local culture. Eric just wants the job done. And that's a theme we'll see continued throughout the game. I think Hotto is the only one real exception, that when it's just me and him, he doesn't mind relaxing. But when there's a big group, he wants to get in and out of the town. Let's see guys, what these guys are chatting about. Let's see if Fire's being beaten. No spoilers just yet. But I don't know who Fire's is, I'll say that much. All is well. Right, see if we can afford any more weapons while we're here. Now, I don't know if everyone else does the same thing, but I only ever spend money on like weapons in Dragon Quest games. I never look at armor. Although there's not much here. We might look at some armor this time. See what this guy's saying. Ooh, look, the Sultan owns the branch. Interesting. We will pay him a visit. That, by the way, I think is the second Puff Puff girl of the game, but... yeah, it's an element of the game I really wish they'd get rid of, but it's there. Right. Can we do anything that's worth good money? Yeah, Turban looks like it's well worth it. Bunny is as well. It's quite big, but that's expensive. I think that 31, 34... right, we'll go Turban. This looks like the most cost economic purchase. We afford two of those? Yeah, we'll do one each for Serena and Veronica. I think that's probably all I can buy. Yeah. See if we can sell anything. Look at that. I don't think I've ever used a whip in this game, to be honest. I'm sure they have their uses, but meh. I think some of these items do have use in alchemy later on, but I'm sure we can just buy them back. Can we afford that dancer's costume? No, not quite. We'll kill some enemies and then come back. Right, let's head off to see the Sultan. It looks like he has the branch from what we can tell. Now it's just a case of persuading him to hand it over. And up there we see the star that Gemma referred to earlier. Erdwin's star, I think she called it. No spoilers. And here's a guy, I think this guy has no use in the definitive game, but in the original game he gives you the crossbow. But I think you just automatically have that in this one. Here we are. These are cats around the palace. Again, that I believe cats were a thing of worship in Egyptian culture, which doesn't tie up with me thinking this place is meant to resemble Turkey. Maybe this place is just meant to be a lot of different cultures rolled into one. A bit of Arab culture, a bit of Egyptian, a bit of Turkish. Maybe the kind of mirage effect of the outside is kind of meant to be more African. I don't know.
is no ordinary Sand National. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, comes of age. And as such... No. An event of such significance must have eloquence to match. Such functional pleasantries will not thrill my beloved subjects.
There's the Sultan. We've seen him before in the
And who
opening
exactly
cutscene.
might you be? I have no time to grant an audience today. You must leave. Immediately.
It is Prince Faris.
Father, my training is complete.
Then give me the pledge.
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom his master. He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
Yes, very good. The knight's pledge must always be your guide, my son. You are a man now, Faris. And tomorrow's race shall prove it. You must show your people that you are worthy of their adulation.
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they.
There he goes. Very showy offy, this guy. What you looking at, boy?
What is your name, stranger? And what brings you to Gallopolis?
I am Zack the Wise in search of the Rainbough.
Surely he speaks of the Rainbough.
Ooh.
It is the only treasure of our kingdom that would warrant such a description.
Go on.
I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. I shall await you there.
Ooh. That was easier than expected. Let's chat to these guys. Obviously, we know this guy's of significant importance. A, being Sultan of Gallopolis, but B, he was in the opening cutscene, the gathering of what looked like important people. What do you think of Prince Faris? The fine prince, is he not? We'll say yes for now. So, he's an interesting character, Faris. I mean, we'll just go and speak to him now. He reminds me of a very particular character in Dragon Quest VIII. And I imagine a lot of people got the same kind of vibe from him. But I suspect we're going to see a lot more of that when we speak to him in a bit. I don't know what this is. Unwatered. I don't think we've got anyone who uses swords, do we?
Ah, you came. Thank you.
No worries, man.
Yes. Your height and physique are perfect, and you have the face of one who knows horses.
What are you talking about?
You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely to give it away freely to some wandering stranger.
Wow. Don't you know who I am?
However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return.
Go on.
But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there?
Fine.
Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
What schemes is this guy running? What's he playing at? Alright, fine. Let's go at the circus. See what the other characters think of him at this stage. Wonder if they're fucking on. No,
What's
they all
up?
still like him. Oh, Eric doesn't trust him. Okay. We are wanted men.
Gosh.
Serena quite likes him. The one thing I will say, I didn't mention it at all in the last episode. I very much ship Eric and Serena. I think they would be good. I think there is quite a lot of content within the game that does kind of support that as well. Or maybe that's just me seeing things. But... oh. Right, I think we need to rest up before we go in because it's got to be evening. Is this... no, it's not. Ones with a very similar looking horse that we see later in the game. But, where's it? Is that the inn? Nope. Which one's the inn? I've got map disorientation. Oh, look. Have a little bit of alchemy to do. Rest still. Oh god, I never know this. Until night, probably. It might be until dusk. Might take a few tries. Wait, no, that looks like it was right. So rest until night. Let's head inside. Let's go. This is a scene we get in the trailer as well. Or part of it, anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the act you've all been waiting for. The Wandering Wonder, who amazes audiences wherever he goes.
Ooh.
Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvando!
Sylvando, you say? First time we hear this theme. This is one of the few themes that remains not symphonic. Because it's such a fast track, it's hard to do symphonically. Ooh. Oh dear. Physically inaccurate, I must say, but alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please! There is no need to be afraid! The great Sylvando will never endanger his adoring audience. After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special! I love you all! Thank you! Thank you!
What a man.
Quickly,
So,
we must
proposal.
talk while the people are distracted. And please, not a word of this to anyone. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis.
Good pun. I like it.
And tomorrow, I am due to make my debut in the race to end all races. However, there is a problem. One teeny tiny, terrible problem.
Yes.
I cannot ride. In fact, I have barely so much as sat in a saddle.
You fucking tit.
I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the inconvenient truth would surely be uncovered. And yet I have no choice! For a prince of Gallopolis not to take part in the Sun National on the year of his coming of age is unthinkable! Unthinkable!
Dear.
So you see, your coming here was fated. It is a sign. The forces of destiny mean me to use you as my double. Ta-da!
Oh dear. That's why he was eyeing me up.
How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice as soon as he walks out onto the track?
Ah, the fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor, lest the unthinkable occur. His face will be hidden from view.
That is convenient.
Oh, please, please. I beg of you. You must help me. You must enter the Sand National in my place.
You are the most pathetic excuse for a prince I've ever seen. If you think we're going to help you lie to your people, you've got another thing coming.
I fucking love her.
Is that so? Then I assume that your need of the Rainbough is not so great after all.
He's got a point.
Wow. Talk about shameless.
I love her so much.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes?
Fine, we'll do it.
I knew you would see sense in the end. Thank you. I will talk to my father about the Rainbow as soon as the race is over. You have my word. I took the liberty of arranging rooms for you at the inn. Rest well. I will see you in the stables, bright and early. You will find the stable entrance in the western part of the city. Do not be late. Now, I must be on my way. Farewell, friends!
There we go. So at this point, he very much reminds me. Actually, let's see what Sylvando does. We've seen Prince Faris leaving. Interesting. So the character from Dragon Quest VIII he very much reminds me of is Prince Charmles / Prince Charmles, Prince Charmles, whatever you want to call him. But I mean, they are very similar. Like, Prince Faris is far much more self-aware. Prince Charmles is sort of far more spoiled, I would say. Whereas, yes, I'll be watching. Prince Charmles is far more spoiled. Prince Faris is kind of, he is spoiled, but more self-aware. He knows what he can and can't do. He knows what he has to do. I mean, there are a lot of parallels between the characters. I think we'll see them kind of become less similar as this storyline continues. Well, hello. I am ready. I must don my Gallopolis armor. Ooh, perfect. We're identical. Yeah, it's not terrible, this plan, to be honest. As long as the prince doesn't get caught himself behind that very poor curtain. Hello everyone, I'm Prince Faris. Yes, I am fully prepared. This is my horse. See if I can run over the children. It's a shame. I love that they say 1,000 pardons as well. 3 cheers, lovely. Let's go in. I'm ready. Yes, I am your highness. Here we get our first minigame? I suppose Fun Size Forge is kind of a minigame. Please speech.
Gallopolitans! This is no ordinary Sand National.
I like this guy.
Hooray! All hail Prince Faris!
I like the fact that he puts a lot of effort into his speech and just no one gives a shit. I feel like that's the case of a lot of things. Yes, it's me, Prince Faris. I have to behave princely. Let's try and be a bit camp.
Prince Faris!
We learned from the guys outside of the racetrack that fires is our main competition.
Figure of a man.
There's the gang. Yes, father.
It must be wonderful to be so
Ooh.
popular, darling. But of course, you are used to it. Being a real live prince, huh?
Sylvando. He sounds Like he knows more than he's letting on.
The name's Sylvando, by the way. One of the other riders had a little whoopsie, so I had to step in at the last minute. But don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're royalty. Where would be the fun in that? Try to keep up, little princey!
Oh dear. See, it sounded like in the first sentence that he knew. But in the second part of that, it doesn't sound like he knows. I don't know. Here we go though. Right, this is a difficult race to win, I think. You don't have to win it for story purposes, but obviously I want to. I think I have done it before. Yeah! Right. So Sylvando is the only... Oh, how'd you do this? I've forgotten. The square is drift. No, you know what? Can I start again? I want to start again. I forgot how to drift. Oh, I think I'm out now. I think you have to be pretty good to beat Sylvando in this one. Oh dear. I thought it was R1. How many laps? 2 or 3? 3 laps. Well, maybe we will beat him. No, he's got quite a bit of pace though. Oh, we're ahead. Yeah, as mini games go, this one is quite straightforward. I mean, there are lots of horse races later on in the game as well, but they're all pretty much the same. Don't think I've ever lost one. Apart from this one where you don't have to win. I don't think the pumpkins actually do anything either. I don't think they slow you down. Oh, someone's getting lapped. There we go, we won. Still won even with the bad start. I mean, Prince Faris won. What am I saying? Why is he hiding there? Such a bad place to hide.
Oh, magnificent! I hardly dare think that you might actually win! Now quickly, my public await. I shall take the reins from here.
Fine. There's your helmet.
Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the Rainbough with my father, just as soon as my people have finished showering me with adulation!
Yeah, very similar to Prince Charmles in 8. Sorry, Charmles. Look at the state of them.
Praise the fates. Our plan was a success. Thank
Was
you.
indeed.
You have spared me great humiliation. I will go immediately to my father and ask about the Rainbough.
Yes, please. Uh-oh. Ah, dear. Sylvando.
All hail Prince Faris, pride of the desert, horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you were fabulous. It was enough to bring a tear even to my jaded eye.
Oh dear. He's seen me.
Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy take the stage for the command performance? Oh, this is too good!
He knows. I think he knew before this, to be honest.
Wait! But you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who could not ride a horse is a disgrace to the kingdom. I did what was necessary for the sake of my people. And now, all can be forgotten. Yes?
Is he going to allow it?
There was silly old Sylvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I will not have a traveling jester lecture me on chivalry.
Uh-oh. I best hide.
1,000 pardons, your highness.
Fucking 1,000 pardons. I love it. Shoved me out of the way. What a bastard.
Enter.
Sultan wishes to see you, Your Highness. Your magnificent display of horsemanship has pleased him greatly.
Very good. I will come right away. My promise still stands. Come to the throne room in a little while. We will see what can be done about this branch of yours.
I'm not liking the vibe of let's see what can be done. I wanted the branch.
So nice to see a royal with the common touch. You were wonderful out there today, darling. Maybe we'll get to share the stage again soon.
Maybe. Cheeky boy. Right. Let's crack on. I want this Rainbough. I've earned it. Do we, at this point, get the outfits? I think we do. Oh, we got the Trident. No, we don't have the Gallopolis one then. Maybe that's something you need to buy armor for? Or make armor for? I don't know. Because I think there's a lot of good mods with lots of recolorings for that outfit. So I quite like the outfit, but I'm not a fan of the kind of yellow and green. So we might try and get that one in a future episode, and then recolor it with a mod. Could be quite good. See what the rest of the party think. Eric don't like this place.
Did you want to talk to me?
Yes!
Interesting thoughts. Yeah, the girls aren't keen on Prince Faris, and neither's Eric. But where the girls like this place, Eric certainly does not. I think there's very few places that Eric does like, to be honest. He just wants to get in and out, do the job. Here we are again. He's in the throne room. Right, let's head up. Let's collect the Rainbough that I've earned.
Truly, I am humbled. All I have ever desired is to fulfill my duties as a prince and as a knight.
Here we are.
Father, if I may, I have promised to assist these travelers. Would you permit me to explain?
Gladly, my son. It warms my heart to see you aiding those in need. Truly, you have taken the knight's pledge to heart.
At least that part he is actually doing.
Thank you, Father. The truth of the matter is that my friends here have come to Gallopolis in search of the Rainbough.
Ooh, he's been interrupted.
Majesty, the beast has returned. It attacked one of our men while we were out on patrol.
Not the beast.
The Slayer of the Sands is back. Why must the accursed creature always appear on this, the happiest day of the year?
Yeah.
We will stand for this no longer. I must dispatch my finest knights and ensure that the fiend never again returns to terrorize the Celestial Sands.
I've got a feeling that's going to be us.
But wait, my boy, the fates are speaking to us. Capturing the Slayer would be the perfect way to show your people what a fine knight you have become.
What? Oh, Father, so many of our bravest men have confronted the creature and perished. Surely, I do not stand a chance.
Definitely not.
Truly, it is the most able who are the most humble. But you cannot hide your true feelings. You are trembling with excitement. This is your moment, Faris, my boy. Capture the Slayer and take your place in history.
But very well, Father. Yay! I shall begin my preparations right away.
The voice actor for Faris is so good. And the animations. Look at the state of them.
1,000 pardons. The Rainbough will have to wait.
Oh dear.
Meet me in my chambers. There is something we must discuss.
Fine. Let's go. Presume I'm going to double for him again. Just breathe, Faris. So good, man. The voice acting is on point. Right, let's go down and I want to speak to the party again.
What can you do?
Yeah, exactly. Can he really not see how useless Faris is? Both know what the prince is planning. Yep. He's gonna send us in his stead again. Let's go and confirm that thought.
Oh, please.
Fucking
Please,
stated
I
him.
beg of you, the Slayer of the Sands will tear me limb from limb unless you aid me. Have pity on the desperate soul.
He's more flamboyant than Charmles.
Spoken like a true desert knight. Seriously, can't you handle this on your own?
No! No, such a thing is impossible! I am no knight! I neglected my training! I allowed my vassals to fight all my battles for me!
He is self-aware. I'll give him that.
Oh, it is not my fault! I am an only child! I was coddled from birth and praised for the most insignificant of achievements!
Okay, very self-aware.
I did not wish to disappoint my parents or my people, so I found ways of seeming to fulfill their expectations without necessarily doing so. But the more I fulfilled them, the more their expectations grew, and now finally they expect the impossible. Oh, it's so unfair.
What a
Don't you
fucking
see?
clown.
If you refuse to help me, I will be sent to my doom, and through no fault of my own. Please, will you take pity on your old friend?
Old friend, I met you 20 minutes ago, man. But we need the Rainbough, so as much as I'd love to send you to your doom, we will help.
Oh, thank you! 10,000 thank yous! And fear not, I will speak to my father about the Rainbough as soon as the beast is captured.
Speak to him now, please.
We must make preparations to depart immediately. I will await you at the castle gates.
Let's go. You silly ass.
What a pathetic excuse for a prince. Goodness knows what'll become of Gallopolis with him in charge.
Oh, we mustn't be so hard on him, Veronica. I'm sure it can't be easy growing up with everyone expecting so much of you.
Marina's very sweet, man. She's the kind of... I wouldn't say naive, but she's certainly the one of the party that sees the best in everyone. Maybe a little bit naive. Right, looks like we are going to get into our first bit of fighting as a foursome now. Where of Sans has appeared. Well, let's go and join Prince Faris. I mean, this part of the game is more again reminiscent of Prince Charmles in 8, where we have to... I mean, in 8 you have to sneak him out of the grounds with... What does he do? He jumps in the wagon, doesn't he? And this time we're just meeting him outside.
I mean no disrespect, Your Highness, but how could you do this to us? You have volunteered us for certain death.
Fear not, trusted retainers. We do not journey into the jaws of danger alone.
He is a good showman, to be fair.
Ha! Impeccable timing as always. Allow me to introduce our knights in shining armor. These brave adventurers have agreed to capture the Slayer for us. Now, the beast's lair is said to be located deep within the Celestial Sands. The fastest route is through the checkpoint to the west.
Well then, let's go.
We march immediately for Gallopolis!
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's much more likable than Charmles as well.
Room for a little one?
Huh?
Oh, I'd hate to miss a good beast hunt.
Is it?
Huh?
It's Sylvando.
Huh?
Oh, hello.
There's no such thing as a good beast hunt, friend. If I were you, I'd run along back to the circus.
Well, aren't you just a lovely, patronizing little dear? Look, I'm worried about the half-wit prince getting himself killed. Can I come with you or not?
There was his serious side for the first time. Yeah, you can come with us. You seem reasonable.
At least one of you has some sense. Lead on, darling!
But straight away, as for character development, a little bit of tension between Eric and Sylvando. I mean, Serena and Veronica haven't said much about him at this point. See what we can get out of him.
Darling.
Now, up until this point, Veronica seemed like the one who knows everything. Sylvando seems like he knows more at this stage. Yeah, Serena very much likes Sylvando.
I've been thinking.
Veronica reckons he's a good guy. Eric's still not sure. Yeah, he's definitely not going to help us keep a low profile. That is a point. Right, let's head on. See what monsters we've missed. I don't think we've got this guy yet. Upgraded Hammerhood. So again, Sylvando's not in the team at this point. He is a support character, so infinite health and does his own thing. Oh, we do have Sis. Nice. We still haven't got any really good abilities yet. I think we're still one level off of cutting edge for the Greatsword, which that'll be a game changer once we get it, although you do lose your MP very quickly with it. I think it's 4 MP, so we only get 8 MP even, so we're only going to get 3 hits out of the MP we've got at the moment. Beautiful. Right, any chests around here? I think there might be one up here. We do need that Chimera for the best diary. Beautiful sand flow. I think. Oh, I thought there was like a sinkhole around here. Well, maybe that appears later in the game. Right, let's get the Chimera. We got Cactus Boy as well. Right, this is gonna be a fun fight. Don't really have any better abilities. Fucking Robber Rabbit, man. I mean, the puns aren't as diabolical in this game as they are in DQ9, but still. Out of all the attacks that enemies do, that one looks the most painful, that cactus one. Nice. Do with a heal. Oops. Heal up here. I do love their little ouch. Do love their little sayings. And that's a part of when they remade Dragon Quest VIII. I think they got rid of this little comments and sayings. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Back to Gallopolis we go. Yeah, DQ8, I think they all had little like death sounds. Like Angelo would go for the goddess and all that when he died. I think they just got rid of all that in the 3DS remake. It was a shame really. There's probably a way to put them back in, but may well be above my level of skill. I love that one. Well, he must be. Oh dear. Uh-oh. There we go.
Wonderful.
Right. I don't think... Oh, we do automatically come back to life. Sweet. No need to go back to the town. I think that's only with the Luminary. Any other character that dies, you do have to... Oh, there's the sinkhole. Look at that. That looks sick. Yeah, any other character that dies, you do have to resurrect them. At this stage, that's going back to the town, but later on we'll get some cheeky spells that will help us get through that. I think there's a few enemies in Dragon Quest XI that you have to get to spawn by just killing loads of the regular monsters. There is a golden cactus, I believe. Beautiful. Oh, and there's a Tokkul. Cheeky red Tokkul. Moonham. Yeah, I don't know what game that one's from. It's not one of the ones I played. You know what, we won't save yet because there's a save point. Oh, no, we will be. Oh, I can't decide. There is a save point later on, but you unlock the zoom points by resting. Right, up that way is the place after Gallopolis, which we can't get to yet, so we shall continue down here. Slayer of the Sands has been sighted. Oh dear. Yes! Fucking 1,000 pardons. 1,000 pardons, 10,000 thank yous. Oh dear, there's a lot of them. We struggle at lots of the points in this game to get... Oh dear, there's me gone. To get good abilities that hit everyone. AoE abilities, area of effect. Veronica's got Sizz, which is ideal for this. But no one else has really got anything yet. Serena learns Whoosh later on, which is good. Yeah, I should have it now.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Sylvando's alright, you know. He's hitting about the same as Eric, I think, but he gets some spells later on in this game. I mean, early game, Sylvando is superb for one spell he learns. But that's a little bit later on, getting ahead of ourselves.
Who else wants some?
You level up. Is that cutting edge? I think it might be. Yeah, it's beautiful. This fight will be a walk in the park now. Can we see the star from here? We can't. So the star we saw from Gallopolis is directly above those ruins there. Won't say anything else that could be a spoiler, except that these druids are no, so we'll kill them. Prestidigitators? Prestidigitators? Yeah. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. Right, let's use cutting edge. That doesn't hit as hard as I remember it hitting. Maybe I'm thinking more of Unbridled Blade. But that's still pretty good. Beautiful animation. We'll do it. That's fine. Right, it hits about double what a normal attack does. It's not bad still. Blind because he's got infinite health. Sneaky level. I don't think I'm going to get... No, no one. Right, let's just have a little bit of a look around here. I don't think there's any button that lets you look straight up in this game. Ancient ruins. Someone here. Look now. I'm searching for Stififying. Interesting. Have a look at these murals. See if we can see anything that might look noteworthy if you've played the game before. I mean, that looks particularly noteworthy. Most certainly so. Don't know about that one. Can't really make out much of that one. Yes, I mean, straight up is the star. I'll say that much, and nothing else. I can't remember if we travel already, but... Oh well. Okay, it's still Cobra Strike. Yeah. Maybe it's not quite... Does it miss if it doesn't land the poison, or is it... I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be worth using yet until we've got Victimizer. Maybe it's just got a high defense. Nice. It's high defense, isn't it? It's going to do nothing. I've only just remembered that Veronica has sap. Well, that's going to be... That's probably going to be our most useful spell in the upcoming fight. Stop defending, for God's sake. Beautiful.
Veronica wins again.
Does look fucking pretty. I'm not going to go for the dragon guy just yet because I think he is a cut above me at this point. Here's our little rest point.
The heat, the dry air, it is too much, too much. Let us spend the night here. The monster will have to wait. There you are. As you can see, I have decided to set up camp. We will continue our quest in the morning.
You lazy.
That's right. You get your beauty sleep, Princey dear. You've got a hard day of getting us to do your dirty work for you to be preparing for.
So much sass.
Come on, you. Let's have a sit down and a nice chat, shall we?
Let's do it. Out like a light.
So, 2 boys and 2 girls out on a lovely adventure together, huh? How romantic. But what kind of adventure, I wonder? Come on, spill the beans.
To be perfectly honest, we're none too sure ourselves just yet. But for the moment, we're trying to get to Yggdrasil. We need to understand more about the mysteries surrounding the Luminary, you see? It's all to do with a horrible being called the Dark One. He wants to bring death and destruction to the world. And we want to stop him.
Interesting.
All right, Big Mouth, that's enough. You don't need to tell the Jolly Jester our whole life story. We barely know him.
My. So there's a dastardly villain coming to steal all the smiles and laughter from the world. And you 4 heroes are on a daring mission to stop him before it's too late. Oh, now that does sound fun.
You've got a strange idea of fun.
Eric does not like Sylvando.
What about you, Sylvando? What made you leave home and set out on the road?
Big question.
Oh, you don't want to hear my boring old stories. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Come on, kiddies. Betty buys.
And he doesn't want to answer. So as outgoing as he is, he keeps his personal stuff to himself. Interesting.
Well, aren't we full of mysteries? What's his deal?
Yeah, Eric's not keen at all. I don't know to what extent that relationship actually changes between those two. There's not very many Eric Sylvando see. Right. In that case, let's crack on. We're all at full health and full everything else. All we can really do, I mean, we could stand around and grind up some levels, but I think we're good enough. All I really want to do is just give Eric some medicinal herbs so he can heal as well. And I might give Veronica one as well. Have any more strong medicine? Let's give that to Eric, because I think Veronica will have enough to do as we go. Single file could be... Is that going to be... That's going to be best used on me for cutting edge. So let's give that to Eric as well, I think. I hope that Eric doesn't just get himself killed like he did in the last fight. So he hangs around a little bit longer this time. Yeah, we'll go for this. Oh, I didn't get my attack. Fly them. Oh dear. Sisses. Oh dear. Okay, good. This is another classic Dragon Quest enemy as well, Flython. Get him on the beach at Stormwind in Dragon Quest 9. Nice. So now I think it's just that big old dragon we're missing from this area. We'll come back and do it later, just in case he completely destroys us before we go in. I don't see any chests around here. I'm sure there will be some, but I can't bother. See, I feel like the mystery's ruined now that we had that scene at the start. When it was just these guys wandering along, and no one else could see them, and they disappeared as soon as you walked through them. I think that's what made them so special in my first playthrough. That's fucking pretty. Is that a waterfall? That's sick. Waterfall in the desert. Beautiful. Right, are we at full health not quite? No, we're ready. Let's go for it. Slayer of the Sands.
The Slayer of the Sands was last seen here.
The cowardly creature is nowhere to be found. It must have fled in fear. Let us return to the castle and inform my father of our success.
Let's see how well that goes. Oh dear.
The Slayer of the Sands is among us!
Have a look. Oh god. I think anyone in this circumstance would be at least a bit scared. That is a fucking terrifying thing.
Principal, show that filthy thing what real knights are made of. Oh dear, looks like poor old Faris has been struck down with stage fright. You soldiers, beat the ears and look after him, will you?
So that's their
Come
job.
on, gang. This little drama needs a hero or two.
But it's just us, is it? 4 guys looking after Prince Faris because he's scared, and then the rest of us against this. Right. And here I think this is the first time the boss theme actually plays. So I don't think it played in either of the others. Right. Let's sap with... Is that going to be the best thing? Can decelerate. I want to do this quickly. So I'm going to do sap. Right, anything else? Rouser. I will do that one actually. I don't think this spell really does much at all. Yeah, 6 damage. Okay, not too bad. Let's do... I don't know how worth it is going to be doing Great Sword Guard, but do it anyway. Oh. I can't remember if Dazzle does anything. I'm going to use it. Fingers crossed. No. I'm going to try Cobra Strike. It looks like it does the same damage. It doesn't look like there's a disadvantage of using it. So we'll stick with that. There we go. Defense is down. I can't remember what that does. That might be a Dazzler. Right, Cutting Edge. Double defense reduced. Oh. Filthy, 50 damage. Don't know if it's going to be worth dazzling against me, or decelerate as well. Sweet. What's that one? Oh, well, that's Cutting Edge gone. Nothing I can do to bring me back either. That is really annoying, actually. He was on full health, wasn't he? I think I was. Not much I can do about that, though. It's 30 damage, which is still pretty good. I think buff's probably... I want to try Dazzle, because if it lands, then it's just pretty much an instant win. Beautiful! It's landed. He's going to miss most of his attacks now. That's sapping again. No. They're a standard crack, I think. Too bad. It's not gonna be. Oh dear. Blinded? No? Okay, nice. Using the Veronica, she's on the lows.
You want some?
This is defense thing. Oh dear. It's got to be sat with Veronica. Nice. I probably could have had him by now if I survived. I was doing 50 damage a turn. Only got one hit in. I'm getting good consistent attacks in yet, but he's still not even in the orange yet. Nice. This might be the first time. Okay, now he's in the orange. Lovely. Yeah, we will do the sight. Beautiful. Oh dear, that's confusion. Right, I think Sylvando though has got Sobering Slap, so he should bring Eric back here. Beautiful. Right, what's going to be best with Veronica? I think just a normal attack. Pretty good. Continue with Cobra Swap. And we do here, Cattle Pod. Might not be a bad idea. Is he still dazzled? Yeah. I think defending is going to be the best bet. Ah, for God's sake! That was all of her health as well. Nothing I could have done to avoid that. God, I have to be Cobra Strike still. That's all he's really got. Oh, that was Veronica that was dazzling. Oh dear. I'm not liking me chances now. He's still got a lot of health. He's only in the orange. If he does the critical attack on Serena, she's gone. Eric could survive. But Serena would dazzle. If I defend, I could block the critical, but I think I've got to go dazzle. Oh dear. Okay, not too bad. Oh, he's in the red. Okay. Nearly there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. A big problem. Is that then P? Could heal. I mean, that's a full heal to Serena. That's playing it safe, yeah. I think that's what we go for.
I got this.
Well, that's fine because he's got infinite health. Could be worse. And we could heal or we could try and dazzle. I might go for the heal, to be honest, because I think he's close. Can't get any saps in because Veronica's down, but he must be nearly there. Try and dazzle him next time. Absolutely. Go on. Must be close. Must be close.
Thanks.
What? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. They both attack.
What's going on?
Might lose Serena here. He's still not dead. Eric's gone. Is there anything we can do now? She's gonna die here though, isn't she? No! Oh dear. Oh dear. We were so close, man. Fuck's sake. Round 2, and I am literally just going to do exactly the same thing again. Because I think Cutting Edge can take him out in a few turns once I get the attacks right. So, sap first, and then just unload her. I think just keep me at full health, I think will be strat. So heal me straight away. I think on full health I can survive a critical. The much Eric can do, not really, just critical. Clover strike. Poisoned already, lovely. Then me just unload with Cutting Edge. Just go balls to the wall, take him out as quick as possible. That was big damage with the poison. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's got to be Decelerate, I think. And slow him down a bit. Beautiful. Lovely. Oh, it's going Divine. Big. I'll wait for Serena with the heal. See, even more of an emotion. Yeah, it's going much better.
Not gonna like it.
Poisoned more. Right, I might just defend with Veronica. At least keep her alive from the critical. And Serena... I might do the same. More Cutting Edge. Yes. Oh dear. Alright, let's heal straight away. No risks.
I got this.
There we go. Right, is he still double sapped? I might try to sap again just to renew it. Oh, filthy. Right. Come on. Still the MP gone. I've got one single file with Eric. What can I do, sorry? Tempted just to... Oh no, Dazzle. Yeah, I remember. I remember how to play this. Yeah, lovely. Right, that's 2 Dazzle. So let's use the single file with Eric, because he's dazzled. And get another Cutting Edge in. There's nothing healing wise I can do with Veronica, because I'm not giving her any herbs this time. This is going to have to be a quick kill or be killed, I think. Nice. Alright, this must be the finisher, I reckon. No, not quite. Right, let's get one heal in on... Who's MVP? I think it's got to be me. Oh, lovely. Dazzle came in clutch. Oh dear. There we go, Sylvando's got in. That was a much better strat in the end, just quick as I can. Kill before being killed.
Another one bites the dust.
And there's a cheeky level. Oh, more cheeky level.
Told you I was
Oh, another cheeky level. 2 spells in one.
better than ever.
Everyone leveled up. Right, I doubt I can do much with me skill points wise. Nah, no idea. Eric still not. No. Veronica. Anti-magic. Yeah, I mean, there's not much I can do with Veronica or Serena's skill points really, in the early game at least. Can we get... Okay, that's alright though, parry chance increased. I mean, that's probably the best ability she can learn in most of the games, to be honest. Because that deflect chance is just 4% chance of 0 damage, which is good at any level. There we go, the Slayer is down.
That will teach you to be so grumpy. Now, hold nice and still while I tie you up.
So not dead. We've just knocked the Slayer of the Sands out. Fucking Faris.
The battle is won! The Slayer of the Sands is bested! All in a day's work for the Prince of Gallopolis!
Yeah, very reminiscent of Charmles.
You saw me, man, did you not? You saw the People's Prince defeat the fiend that terrorized them so.
Yes, Your Highness. Of course, Your Highness.
Dear. Like, I ship those two so much, man. There's little moments like that where I'm just like, 100% those two should end up together.
You have my thanks, friend. My heroic feat would not have been possible without your valuable contribution.
Give you a valuable
I
contribution.
still have not forgotten what I promised. I will speak with my father about the rainbow upon my return. You may rest assured of that.
You fucking better.
Really, Principal? That's how you're gonna play it? And what do you think they'll be expecting of you next, huh?
Good point.
You speak as though I have a choice! Are you suggesting that I disappoint my father and the citizens of Gallopolis?
Yes.
I'm not suggesting anything, darling. You do what you need to do.
He's given up.
To Gallopolis, men! We return as heroes! Yeah!
Yeah. Fuck's sake. He's less likable in this part.
Oh, well, this feels all kinds of wrong. You're right, Sylvando. Nothing's going to change if he keeps on pretending.
There's the first bit of friendliness between those two.
I think the poor boy knows that well enough. All he needs is a little push. Anyway, I'd better be getting along. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again soon. Ciao for now, my loves.
Off he goes. Just the four of us again. 5,000 gold, beautiful. Right, let's zoom back to, well, Gallopolis. See if we can finally get this rainbow. After all that, we've done so much for the prince. We died for him for one. Oh, that doesn't look like a good idea already. No sign of movement yet.
My fellow Gallopolitans, Faris, your prince, my son, our hero, has vanquished the Slayer of the Sands.
Yeah. Well done, Faris.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
lion.
it! Yeah!
The future of our kingdom is surely safe in the hands of one so gallant and chivalrous as he. Now come, heroic conqueror, address your people.
Give us some credit, please.
Gallopolitans, yes, I captured the beast, but I did not act alone.
Oh,
For it was your love, your adoration that gave me the strength I so needed. Yes!
you dick. Oh dear. Deal with this then, you prick.
Same love that will allow me to continue serving you until my dying
Well, oh dear. There's the beast you claim you slayed, all alive. Don't help him. No one help him. Let him deal with it.
Friends, we have no need to be afraid. Prince Faris will protect us.
Go on then.
Yes, yes, we have nothing to fear with the prince on our side.
Go on. Let him die. Name me Prince.
Well, my boy, your people await. Let them see firsthand the fearless desert knight you have become.
Father, I cannot.
Oh dear. Well, looks like you have to die then.
Repeat after me now. A knight's word?
Sylvando.
A knight's word is his bond. His kingdom, his master.
Oh, there he is.
Well, don't stop.
He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
That's more like it. Now, my little Principal, do you want to be remembered as a miserable coward or a hero who died fighting to the end?
Bold words.
I wish to be remembered as a knight of Gallopolis!
He's going for it. There we go. He's giving it a go. And this is where he deviates from being like Prince Charmles, I think. Because Prince Charmles would not have done that. Oh dear. Ooh.
Darling, you were wonderful. Amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, huh?
There's the moral. Always a little moral.
Wait, did you?
I won't always be here to remind you what it means to be a knight, though. Better not go forgetting again, huh?
The Slayer dead?
Wait, a friend. Where did you become so well versed in the ways of chivalry? Are you a knight?
Who, me? Don't be ridiculous, darling. I'm just a silly old jester.
Interesting. He's got more of a backstory than he lets on. He knows chivalry, but he's not a knight. And there we go. I believe that is what, nearly the end of the Gallopolis storyline.
Father. It was he who rode my horse in the Sudden National, and he who captured the Slayer of the Sands. Forgive me.
He's confessed. He's done the right thing. He did what Charmles never could.
Faris, look at me. The burden that was placed upon you, it was more than any boy could be expected to bear.
The Sultan's doing the right thing as well.
It is I who must apologize, not you. But rest assured that I have learned my lesson. I will not make the same mistake again. And it seems you have learned something too, despite your protestations. The bravery you showed was worthy of a true knight. Sir Hendrik will be happy to take one such as yourself under his wing, I am sure.
Oh dear.
Your dream will come true at last. I am so pleased for you.
Hendrik? Wasn't that the name of the guy who was chasing us?
Yes, it was.
Ah, but I am forgetting our guests. Father, these travelers came to Gallopolis in search of the Rainbough.
Yes, the Rainbough. Come on.
It is a royal treasure, of course. But surely you agree that they have done more than enough to deserve it.
More than enough.
Certainly. But my boy, I sold the Rainbow to a traveling merchant.
What the fuck?
What? What would compel you to sell one of our most precious treasures?
Fuck's
Are you
sake.
blind, boy? Did you not notice the grandeur with which we celebrated this year's Sand National? We made a sacrifice for your sake.
So we get nothing.
Father, I...
After all that. Oh dear.
Forgive me. All I can tell you is that the merchant to whom I sold the Rainbough headed west towards Gondolia.
Fucking Gondolia.
This letter will grant you passage through the checkpoint that leads there. Perhaps someone can tell you what became of the branch.
Ah, fine. So it's interesting at this point he clearly hasn't looked down at our hand and seen the mark of the luminary.
1,000 pardons! I did not know that the Rainbough was no longer in the kingdom. Truly, I did not.
Yeah, fuck you, Faris.
It is scant consolation, I am sure. But please, take this. Its value cannot possibly compare, but it has been prized by generations of Gallopolitan knights.
Unless it's 1,000,000
It
coins.
allows one to provoke distant foes into combat, and is an excellent way to gain battle experience. Or so I am told.
That, I believe, will be the crossbow. Yes. After all that, all we get is a little crossbow.
You
Fucking
have
bullshit.
done our kingdom a great service. Should you ever need our assistance, you need only say the word. And as for me, I will be sorry to see you leave. But I am sure there will be other
Gullible? What the fuck?
kindly travelers along soon enough.
You bastard. So, I mean, the vibe of this scene is like the whole thing was a swindle. Like, just to get... I mean, even the Sultan was in on it. Just to get us to do all the work for him. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like we're pretty much done. We'll head out of town just in case we get any other scenes. Oh, yeah, we definitely will do. But yeah, all of that work for nothing. And then Prince Faris and the Sultan laugh at us for being gullible. Oh dear. Could have been a big scheme. Yeah, it is interesting to know that obviously the Sultan was there in the opening scene discussing the birth of the Luminary. So he must not at any point have realised who we are. He mustn't have looked down at our hand at any point. Let's see what scene we get.
At last! I was beginning to think you would snuck out through the stage door.
It's Sylvando.
Huh?
The fucking grand entrances, man.
Hey! You again. What do you want this time?
Eric's still not sure about him.
Hey, ya! Ta-da! Oh, don't be coy, darling. I want to come with you, of course.
Oh.
You should never have told me about your heroic quest if you didn't want me to tag along.
What are you talking about? You can't just decide to come with us. This isn't a game.
Believe me, honey, I know it isn't. I've seen my fair share of fun and games on my travels. What kind of jester would I be if I hadn't? But I've seen tragedy too. People attacked by monsters, all kinds of awful things. You know, my dream has always been to build a wonderful theater. Somewhere I can put on performances that will make millions smile. But how can I do that if this dark one of yours is going to be out there making people's lives awful?
Reference to
What I'm
Dark
trying to say, darlings, is that we all want the same thing. So you see, I have to come with you. Oh, don't all squeal at once now.
There we go, we're going to get the theme. Since he clearly knows more than he's letting on, I think it's good that we have him on board. There we go. I think Eric and Sylvando... Eric likes Sylvando when he's being serious. I think it's Eric's serious nature and
This guy
Sylvando's
really
kind
doesn't
of
take no for an answer, huh?
playful fun that means
Guess
they don't
I'm
get
part
along
of the
normally.
gang now. Yay! So, tell me, what's our next move?
Well, to get to Yggdrasil, we're going to need the Rainbough. And it seems that a travelling merchant has taken it to Gondolia.
Gondolia. But honey, that's a port town. He's probably hopped on a boat and set sail by now.
Oh dear.
That's true. Well, then we'll have to buy tickets for the ferry, and...
The ferry? Please, darling. We don't have time to be riding the ferry with the little people.
Well, what's your bright idea then?
I was thinking a ship of our own might be more chic, no?
Ooh.
And luckily for you, I happen to have picked up a lovely little number in the end of season sales.
Wow, a ship.
What? You've got your own boat? That's amazing! You're going up in my estimation by the minute.
You'd really be willing to let us use your ship, Mr. Sylvando?
He's so sweet, man.
But
I love
of
him.
course, sweetie. That's what friends are for. And guess where the old girl is docked,
Ooh.
No?
Is it?
Why, Gondolia, of
Oh,
course.
wow.
Lucky!
That is lucky.
So what are we waiting for? The ocean beckons, shipmate. Westward ho!
Let's do it. And there we go. We have our 5th party member. And that, I believe, you can only have 4 at a time, obviously, so we've got to swap in and out. But that, I believe, is a good place to end. So in the next episode, we'll head off to Gondolia. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.